Okay, so we're just going to give you a brief insight into Christian Petracca's fourth session with us in his pre-season in 2024. Now, one of the major focuses of this session was really kicking craft. But at the start of the session, what we like to do is just to get those neural pathways firing. We like to get the feet moving, get the heart rate up, and make sure our athletes are primed and ready to go. So here you can see they're just working over the hurdles with fast feet, balancing on one leg, which is really important in our game, accelerating, decelerating, and changing directions. Okay, so you can see here we've changed the drill slightly, and Track's going to push off his outside leg, and then just more change of direction stuff. Okay, so here we're just calling different colours, yellow, purple, white, and then out to me. Okay, so there's our little warm up. And here's young Ty Gallop. Hopefully Ty gets drafted this year, but he's a young star from the Sunshine Coast, so really good training partners. Next up, we did some ground balls. So you can see me on the net there, and Track's, trying to be as clean as he can, just getting some random balls off the ground, and you can see how clean he is and how quick he gets his hands up to Ty there. So he's really impressive at this, but just spending time over the ball and being as clean as you can. So again, just working on getting the heart rate up, getting plenty of touches of the ball early with a lot of ground ball and agility work. So we'll just watch him here. Here's young Ty. Okay, and really good ground balls from the big fella there, nice and clean, all different types of handballs. Great stuff. Now we're just going to up the intensity, and you can see we've just got a bit of an agility race here where the guys are working around a half circle through the poles, and then it's a stride to see who can get that footy first. So great activity, really fun, but it's now they're primed and pretty much ready to do anything they want. Look at the speed and that quick, tight turn around the corner. Now we get into our circle hands, okay? So this is working on all different planes of the body, left and right hand. Okay, so you can see here it's all left, and then we're going to change and go all right. And you can see Petracca's got the ability just to grab it in one hand occasionally, just like that, and then handball. So that's something we can work on with Ty. But working on all different planes, we encourage coaches not just to do straight line handballing. More of this stuff is game-like in my opinion. So quick circle hands there. To make it a little bit more harder, what we do is we'll just add 2 balls soon, okay, because that's looking a little bit easy for these guys. So now we've got 2 balls, and we're working on all different planes around our body, right and left-handed. So real good little warm-up there. You can see lots of touch, lots of agility work. Now the boys should be ready to kick, so let's see how they go coming up. So kicking wise, we like to create fun little games here. So you can see each time the athlete catches the ball, they run on the outside of the markers and they try to hit the target or hit the ball between the gates. Now I did this one first up to 10, and we'll see who wins. You only get a point if the ball goes through the gates, but you can see every time they mark it, they go on the outside of the markers. So awesome activity. I call this just the gate challenge. And you can see both boys are engaged. And it's a great activity to work on those 15 to 20 metre spot up passes.
Good, keep your footwork good. Nice. Nice, keep going.
A lot of people would be saying, why aren't they using their left foot here? That's not the aim of the activity. We're trying to organise our feet, then hit the right foot. We're going to have a left foot competition coming up soon. But as you can see here, it's really important that they both organise their feet, okay, and then get their momentum through to the target with a nice foot shape. And it's a really good contest. Ty and Christian here did pretty well. So you can see a little bit scrappy because this is, a couple early on in the season. We're only in November, so they're only going to get better. By the time the season starts in March, these guys will be firing. Okay, so we'll just let it keep rolling here just to show you, this is a real leg burner as well. So these boys did this activity probably for about 7 minutes. We're just going to show you a couple of minutes here of the highlights, but once you do about 5 to 7 minutes of this, your legs will be burning because it's a lot of short, sharp footwork, and obviously kicking is a really dynamic motion. So it's an interesting one to do, but it's all about accuracy and keep it a contest because that'll keep your athletes engaged. So you can see there, the boys are starting to really get consistent now, hitting through that target. Now we introduce the left foot. Okay, so you can see a little bit more inconsistency, but now the boys are going left foot and right foot. So there's a good argument to say that you should only practice your left foot or your opposite foot around your body, because if your body's straight, you're going to kick on your preferred foot. So you can see here around the body from Christian there, and then Ty gets around the body on his opposite foot, and Christian doing the same on his left foot there. So really good activity. We don't want to practice kicking just in straight lines. We need to practice kicking around the body like this, because this is a kick that is used at the elite level all the time. All right, so now we've changed the gate challenge. Okay, now what you can see is the boys are shuffling through the gate and hitting the ball down the line. Okay, so again, a bit longer kick now, but you can see their footwork has to be supreme. They have to get through the gate, and then we want to kick it straight down the line. So that was a pretty good kick from Ty, even better kick there from Christian. Okay, so really good activity. Again, a leg burner because you're using lots of footwork, but it's quite a tough kick to generate that power just off a couple of steps. So great activity there. Look at Ty, he's really working on that momentum, and Christian's just got that little bit more power where he can just whip it off one or two steps. So again, make it into a contest. So now we've swapped sides, they're going down a different side, and you can see now Christian's going that side. So just change which side they're going down the line. And again, we probably did this for about 5 minutes. About 2 minutes 30 on one side, then swap which side you're kicking down the line. So that's a miss there from Christian. That's a hit from Ty, a hit from Christian. Okay, so really good activity. So we'll just keep it rolling just to show you that these boys are under a lot of fatigue. Okay, they're working hard.
Then kick diagonal. Yep. And then when you get it, you'll be coming through this way. Yep. Okay, so start out and then come through and then hit it diagonally.
All right, so as explained there, now we're through the gates, but we're kicking it diagonally. You can see Christian doing that beautifully there. All right, so again, just putting the body on different angles. Now you can see he has to do sort of an inside-out kick there, Christian. He could use his left foot, but again, not the aim of the activity in this case. We want him to get through these gates, organise his feet, and just hit that ball on that diagonal that way. Once you've done this one, again, change the angle, so then Christian would be going the other way, so he's kicking more around his body. Again, just showing you a few times, just so you really understand the drill and understand the fatigue they're under. Okay, now you can see Christian is going the other way, so he's coming through this side of the gate, and now he's got that ability to kick around his body a little bit more. So great practice again.
Good. Hit those little feet. Up. Yeah, chop.
Bit of a miss there. Gave him feedback that he's just chopping at the ball, so we want to get through a little bit more. And this is the footage that we love here. Watch this. Okay, Christian gets in a great rhythm here, just because he's getting through the ball a bit more and not chopping at it when he's going around his body. Watch from here. Beautiful.
Yeah, just getting more through it now.
Ty striking them well. But you can see Christian's just stroking it there, not over kicking the ball. Bit of a miss there from Ty, that's okay. Christian resets. Nice kick around the body again. So great rhythm there, really happy with that rhythm. Excellent. So there's our sort of kicking warm-up. We call them gate challenges, and all those progressions you guys can do. Take them, put them into your practice. It's really good stuff. Now you can see our triangle, we're just calling colours, and Christian there with the ball, if we called red, yellow, white, you can see that's where he goes, okay? Up the other end, the same triangle is set, and Ty, he will be leading with those colour calls as well. So it's basically a colour call triangle. You watch here and listen for the call.
Yellow, red.
And Ty's presenting with a really good lead there as well. So really fatiguing drill if you lead properly. So yeah, excellent. As this drill goes on, you'll notice we lengthen it out a little bit. But at this part of the session, we're happy with those 20 to 30 metre kicks for track. But as he warms up and as he's fully ready to go, you'll notice we lengthen it out a little bit. So again, we're going to show you a good portion of this just to get you to understand the fatigue these guys are under. Now Track would classify that as a miss actually, because Ty had to slow down a little bit. So he's very harsh on himself, but that's what you want to be. You want to get that ball right out in front and put yourself in a game scenario there. Let's watch his footwork here. Red, white, drive your legs, kick to space, beautiful. Nice kick from Ty. Nice rhythm through the footy there too. So we're very big with Petracca on just using a summation of force when he kicks, not just relying on his leg power, but actually letting a summary of forces contribute to the kick, and that's when he kicks the best, is when he's really relaxed and just flows through the football. Ty did a great job throughout the lesson here. He's great kicking there, but really he's leading throughout the lesson. He covered over 5 or 6 Ks, because you can see when he's leading Ty, he is absolutely going full pelt. So really good to kick to for Petracca, and very, very much what he sees on game day with the likes of Van Ruin and these type of big tall forwards. You can see I'm constantly just stationed near Petracca, just giving him little cues, really simple cues about his kicking. Not all the time, but most times. Now we're doing some inside 50 work, and this is a big part of his game because he's obviously a midfielder but spends a lot of time up forward. So we're going handball receives into hitting that inside 50 kick. Okay. And he's doing that really well, getting great flow. He identifies space really well. Look at that mark from Ty. Now we're just doing some front and centre work. Okay, because again, massive part of his game is the ground ball. Okay, ground ball into inside 50 hit up. Ground ball again. Look at the speed. He drives his legs always. Now we're going ground ball into hitting the bag, drive the legs and hit Ty at full forward. Okay, so we've got to get him used to this after his injury. Okay, giving him some sort of contact through that side of his body, but also driving through it. Now it's Ty's turn, and also getting tracks and leading out of the goal square, because very specific to his game as well.
Yeah, that's.
Now we're doing just simulating in a game. If Petracca took a mark outside 50 like that he just rolls instantly and goes. Now obviously very game situational. This one here is where he's taken a mark, takes his time a bit more, pushes back and hits the target. Okay, so again, organising feet, playing on, wheel and go and hit the target. So we're basically trying to do all game simulated movements, exactly what Petracca would do in a game when he spends time forward. And you can see his kicking inside 50 is really, really good, and it was something that he improved in 2024 statistically. His kicking percentage went through the roof. Now we've got goal kicking on the run. Okay, now we do this under pressure, so you can see we've got Ty right behind him, and we're chasing each other to the goals. And you'll notice Petracca occasionally and Ty scanning behind them as they catch the ball, a quick scan behind, just to see where their opponent is, and then they drive their legs. What Petracca's really good at is getting off the line. So if he senses Ty's right on his hammer, he gets off the line like that. And then Ty's got no hope of catching him. So rather than just staying on the line, get off. Then we do some snaps under pressure, okay? So again, me rolling the ball, someone chasing, hearing those footsteps, and feedback given after everyone as well. So you can see the theme of the session, a lot of kicking under pressure, a lot of fatigue, a lot of different types of kicks. But that was basically the session for Petracca. Session 4, 2 more to go. And we obviously finished with some set shots from about 30 to 40 out. And as usual, the boys treat it as a contest. So, you know, always keeping score, how many goals, how many points. And we had probably about 10 to 15 set shots. Look at that rhythm there. That's exactly what we want from the big track. Nice relaxed arms. Slightly open grip.
Yeah, he is.
And beautiful flow through the football. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. There is our session 4 with Christian Petracca.